Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Happy birthday to you. And y'all, I come here today because I was asked to cover a story and I end up in a group. And someone asked me would I cover Chauncy Glover's story. And I did into his story and I found out some beautiful things about him. Very intelligent, speaker. He speaks so, oh my goodness, rich, wants to help young men, young boys, to achieve their goals. He was a LATV news anchor, yeah, on the news. Now, we're going to get into him because he won for 39 years old, and I think it's more to it what they trying to say. Okay, y'all. The autopsy, the medical examiner called it an accidental uh, death. Now, right here, you can see that Glover, like I said, he was a news anchor at KCAL, and he died of acute intoxication from methamphetamine and chlorothin. Chlorothin. Now, this is a form of gas, y'all. This is a form of gas. Okay, both of them. Okay, and you cannot mix this up with no kind of drugs and drink alcohol. Intoxication, I don't believe that, but we're gonna get into it.
On this very busy election night, we're going to take a moment to share some very sad news with you.
That's right. Well, this afternoon, we learned that our beloved colleague, Kcal News at 10 anchor Chauncy Glover, passed away.
As you might imagine, the news left us all stunned and grieving. All of us going to miss him in the Southern California community. Glover, LA has always had a special place in my heart. I've visited here several times a year. Love the weather, love the beach.
Chauncy Glover was more than just a local news anchor. He was a devoted community leader with the heart of doing what it takes to make our communities a better place to live.
In a perfect world, what happens next?
And now this is a perfect segue to our newest member of the Kcal team, Chauncy Glover. Chauncy joined Kcal News just over a year ago, bringing us inspiring stories, including one about two brothers from South LA who found redemption and a new life through letters in prison.
You didn't even know what an email was.
No, my brother actually taught me how to set up an email, how to manage an email. He taught me a lot about how to use phones and anything I needed to know. He pretty much brought me up to speed.
Chauncy's love for journalism began at a young age while growing up in the small town of Athens, Alabama.
And I knew it was something I always wanted to do. My dad built me a little anchor desk when I was 5 years old. And every Sunday after church, I would do my little newscasts. But I've always been interested in reading and writing and telling stories and keeping people informed. So I knew this was something I wanted to do early on, and it's a passion. And at one point, I was like, I get paid to do this. This is pretty cool.
Chauncy's passion for others went outside the newsroom with his foundation, the Chauncy Glover Project.
So blessed to be here in Los Angeles. I'm originally from Alabama, country boy. Just moved here after spending 8 years there in Houston, but it was in Detroit, a story I'll never forget. Breaking news, a young man had robbed a basketball coach, shot him. I watched that young man die on the streets of Detroit, and I was compelled to go back to that high school, and I started the Chauncy Glover Project a few months later, which is a hands-on nonprofit where we mentor young boys of color in the inner city. I am so proud. This has been my life's purpose and work, and to date we've sent more than 350 boys of color to college, and we've mentored more than 1,000, and I'm looking forward to possibly one day bringing it here to Los Angeles because as I do the research and I talk to the folks out in the community, it is certainly needed.
There's a big need. Chauncey was a bright light in our newsroom with his big smile and uplifting spirit.
You're the reason why I have to do so much cardio because I love the sweet potato. I've talked about this. I love the sweet potato pie.
Chauncey's time with us was short, but his impact and effect on our hearts is everlasting.
This is a beautiful message that his parents left for everyone. And I'm going to set it right here. This is their statement. Y'all, thanks for watching. And I want to give my condolences to the family. Even though it's been a year, he passed away back in 2024 or November. Everything happened in November 2024. He ended up catching COVID and everything. But y'all like, share, and subscribe. And